Give me a hell yeah. Welcome again to the greatest podcast on earth. We're actually nominated to win an Emmy for most entertaining person ever. Me, Steve. I'll be your host today on Stop Crying Poser. Who do we have in the chat room? God damn it. Justice Fontana, VL Scoot, Liz Delano, Swifty Kitten, J Cowsley, OG Mickey Dangerous, 450, and 87 Meatball, and more. Extra nice to see VL Scoot in the chat because he is developing a game called Super Ninja World. I'll give you guys more information on that next week, but I want you guys to get extra fucking excited. Stop Crying Poser. We got news. We got topics. We got nudes. Yeah, naked pictures of naked things. Right here on Stop Crying Poser. Anyways, I appreciate you guys being here. We got a good show ready for you guys. And if you want, I want to announce this. You guys can donate during the show. And at the end, I will announce your name, give you a thank you, maybe send you a sticker pack if you donated enough money. And it'll be a cool way for me to get rich and for you guys to support the greatest podcaster who has ever touched a microphone. So, let's go ahead and jump into the news. I think that'd be a good idea. First, a bee attack kills 3 dogs and injures 1 adult in West Las Vegas. I clicked this because bees are something that I've always been really afraid of. And I've always heard people say this bullshit, which I knew was bullshit since the first time I ever got stung. You guys already know what I'm going to say. Don't be afraid of the bees. If you don't mess with them, they won't mess with you. Yeah, fucking right. Not fucking real. Bees will do whatever they want to do. Bees are like little flying cats, right? A cat will scratch you when it's happy. When it's sad. A cat might not have any reason to even scratch you, but it'll do it. Much like a bee. If a bee is just going along and a bee just... basically a bee is a little flying serial killer that's going to snap at any fucking moment. You don't know why. You don't know when. You know what the good part is, though? Much like a lot of serial killers, once the bee stings you, it kills itself. But then what happens? It releases this pheromone into the air, which tells other bees to come and be part of this shit. And then fucking next thing you know, you got stung 2, 3, 4 times. And then after a few minutes, 3 fucking dogs are dead. And 1 adult is killed. Mentally. He's mentally killed in West Las Vegas. Let's go ahead and read the article. Thank you for the raid, by the way. Wild is on fire. Appreciate the raid. Welcome to Stop Crying Poser, the podcast. Look at these pictures of bees. Why? Las Vegas is not a great place for bees. Also, why is it that every fucking year, at some point, everyone does this whole save the bees thing? Oh, we have to save the bees so they can pollinate shit. Oh, God. You're telling me we can put a fucking man on the moon, but we can't figure out, as humans, how to pollinate our own fucking bullshit, like, gardens or whatever? What are we even pollinating? The frogs are gay, and that's because of men. We can make frogs gay, but you're telling me we can't pollinate fucking plants. Give me a break. I've seen it on TV. They make little robotic fucking bees that have cameras in them, and they fly them over to Russia, and they fucking catch people talking shit in Russian, and they fly these little bees back. I've seen it, goddammit. Yep, I know the truth. 3 dogs died, and 1 person was injured after being attacked by bees in a West Las Vegas neighborhood Thursday. Las Vegas fire and rescue crews responded to the incident in the 6700 block of Walla Walla Drive. What the fuck are you doing on Walla Walla Drive? You know what? This is not a conspiracy. What they did is they just said, you know what? You bought a house. You moved into a place on a street called Walla Walla Drive, and then they just sicked bees on everybody. So you know what? My mind has changed. Just like that Steven Crowder thing where he sits down and everyone says, hey, change his mind. You know what? My mind has changed. Everyone on Walla Walla fucking Drive, attack bees. Fucking send them over there. You know what? You know where this whole thing came from? Zelda. Back in the day, you used to be able to catch a bee. You could brainwash it in a little bottle, and then you could set the bee free, and that bee would attack any enemy several times. Especially if you're on the 6700 block of Walla Walla Drive near Alta and Rainbow. That's not too far away from me. And every time I drive through there, I think about just releasing some bees. Oh, I like that the fire department tweeted bee situation. Bee situation. Bee stung one dog. Possible fatal. 2 more dogs being rescued. Oh, no, they didn't get rescued. 1 person stung. Why do I keep clicking that? Bee situation. Can you imagine? I don't know about if it works where you guys are, but like Amber Alerts and bad thunderstorms, hurricanes. Here, it's always flash flooding or like heat warnings. Your phone will go off. It'll be like, ah! And you look at your phone and you're like, oh, that was really fucking annoying. It'll be like, oh, huge flood warning. Watch out. Can you imagine if your phone just went off and it just said, bee situation? I'd be really fucking... I'd shut the door. I'd lock the doors. I'd batten down the hatches, and I'd fucking hide in my closet with an AR-15 and pray for my life. Hone over. KC Silva called 311 around 11 a.m. after discovering her dogs in the backyard lying limp with bees swarming their eyes, nose, and ears. Wow. That's got to be, Ooh, that just gave me chills. That's got to be the worst fucking feeling ever. Like, oh yeah, my dog was doing cool. It's a really happy dog. You know, Rex and fucking Marshall, they like to hang out and bark and woof and chase their tails. And then one day I came out and their insides were being devoured by fucking wild bees. Or maybe not wild bees. Maybe attack bees. Shit. After requesting emergency assistance, she called her husband. I called him and he said, I'm coming home. I'm not letting our dogs die. I just love him for that. Well, they did die. They died. You didn't want them to die. You didn't do it on purpose, but the dogs are dead. And that's really fucking sad. Also, worst fucking way to die. Bee stings. Can you guys think of a worse way to die than getting stung by bees? Wilds on Fire says, bees are cool and stuff, but wasps or hornets, though? Fuck those things. Here in my backyard, I have bees. Because I have this weird tree that has little blue flowers, and bees fuck with it. And I've never been afraid of bees lately around that tree. I mean, my whole life I've been afraid of bees. But whenever I say the word bee, I'm actually meaning wasp, because I don't think a bee's ever stung me. I've been stung by several wasps. Never as an adult, though. I've been stung by wasps as a kid, and it was the worst feeling ever. It was like being shot. Fucking 12 gauge. But, I only say that because I remember being stung, and I remember freaking out so hard. And I, like, ran home, and everyone's just like, dude, it's a bee sting. And I'm like, I'm gonna die. It's a bee. It's a fucking bee. But, we have wasps in my backyard, and wasp nests. And they get into my shed, which I don't know how they can survive. Because it's probably 130 degrees in my shed, which that's probably why those fucking wasps are such bad sons of bitches. What? Basically, they're just flying versions of Stone Cold Steve Austin. What? Broken Skull Challenge. What? So they can survive extreme heat. They can sting you and still live. They can build fucking crazy nests. And they can probably communicate in several different languages. Speaking of animals, let's do the trivia question early. Ninja Lifestyle free sticker pack goes to whoever gets this question right, as long as they live in the United States. What American food is rumored to be able to survive a nuclear attack? What reminded me of that is that I feel like wasps. They always say cockroaches, but I feel like wasps could pull it off because they're just bad motherfuckers. They can do anything. They look scary. You ever seen a close-up picture of a wasp? It looks like a really just scary fucking bad guy in a Deadpool movie. Liz Delano says, a Twinkie. And you are the winner. Liz Delano, please find me on Facebook. Just type in Ninja Lifestyle. Send me a message to claim your prize. Matches says, honey. What the shit? Why would you think honey could survive a nuclear attack? Dangerously Noob says McDonald's. That's probably also true. Have you guys seen when they put out the McDonald's fries and they just sit them out for like 3 years and they never grow mold? Oh, man. Pabst also guesses Twinkie, Skate Boy, Twinkie, 450 Bushmaster, ice cream. Wow, you're a real dumb son of a bitch, huh? Honey never expires, but it could not survive an explosion. Swifty with the Walter White fucking chemistry lesson over there. Let's get back to reading this article about bees. We're all over the place today, boys. Silva said she kept her daughter inside, then she put a blanket over her husband, who went back outside to help the animals. After her husband was stung in the eyes and head, she called 911 back, and because a human was attacked, they sent first responders. When we got there, a man was standing outside with an animal that was limp in his arms. Holy shit. Firefighters began treating Silva's husband and tried to resuscitate the dogs. They were taken to a local vet, but ultimately, all three had to be put down. You know what? You would have to put them down because they'd be in so much fucking pain, and they're probably filled with poison, right? Or venom. Venom or poison? I think poison you have to ingest, but venom can be injected. Why don't we ever say that? Why do we always say bees? Is it poison or what the fuck do bees have in them that fucks everybody up? I don't know. We'll find out in the chat soon. I will, more at 11. Chuck. My husband is not doing good. We're just so devastated. I feel like it's my fault. I just left them alone for an hour. Yeah, I would be devastated. The other day, I went outside. Every day I wake up right around 6 a.m. to let Koopa out, the dog. And I let him out, and I come back in. I set my alarm for 25 minutes. I fall back asleep. I wake up in 25 minutes. I go out, and I let him in. So, I woke up the other day. I went outside, and I was like, oh, fuck, I gotta let Koopa in. So I go outside to let him in. I look right, look left. I don't see him. I yell, Koopa, Koopa, where you at? I look outside. I walk around the side of the house. He's not there. I walk to the other side of the house. I look down, and I see this brick was moved. The brick only moves when the gate's been opened. So the first thing I think is, oh, he either escaped or someone stole him. Someone stole my dog. And I started freaking out. And I didn't think I was that attached to the dog until I found out I might have lost him. So I ran inside. I'm all fucking freaking out. And then I look in the cage. And he's just asleep in the cage, his little kennel. And I had set the wrong alarm. This was actually the alarm to let him out, not the alarm to let him in. So he was in the cage the entire time that I was outside yelling, Koopa, Koopa, where are you at? Where's my dog? Oh, shit. Suck my balls. So that happened. So I was really devastated. I can only imagine these guys losing 3 fucking dogs. That sounds awful. It sounds terrible. LVFR said the bees came from a neighbor's tree. Oh, they're going to be angry. Someone said if the vibrations or loud noises like a dog's bark, they will send a bee. 1 bee from the hive to investigate. Look at these bees, dude. They're like fucking the mafia. It's like Goodfellas. Once that bee stings something, it sends a warning to the other bees in the hive to start swarming and also to sting anything moving in the area. What a horrible creature, God, to create. Oh, but we have to save the bees because they pollinate shit. You know what else they do? They send out warnings to kill each other. They're just one big fucking Allahu Akbar of goddamn flying cats that attack anything that moves. Oh. Update. Bee Master has bees calmed down. He hasn't calmed down. He walked up. He's like, all right, everybody. Hey, listen, I've seen you before. Everybody needs to chill out. All right? First off, I'm the Bee Master. And whoa! You put that fucking beer down or you're out of here. Put it down. Calm down. Everyone chill out. We've got our best Bee Master associates on the job. We're going to figure out who pissed who off. We're going to get to the bottom of this. First thing I need everyone to do, hey, chill out. Calm down. Calm down. Chill out. I'm the Bee Master here to calm the bees. Calm the bees. Or he probably just put smoke all over him. He called Elon Musk and they fucking smoked the bees out. 3 dogs taken to vet hospital, 1 very critical, but may survive. The other 2 dogs. Oh, should I put out a fucking CD where I just put bees to sleep and people? Good for bees and people. Hell yeah. Really corner the market there. Bees also aim for the nose, eyes, and ears. I heard that bees attack carbon dioxide. Is that true? I don't fucking know. So, we're really here to just make speculations about bees. We've done calls where people have suffocated from the bees. The best thing to do is get out of the area. Do not wave your arms, put something over your head, and get out of there as quickly as possible. So what's the worst thing to do? Pretend you're a dog, fucking go, make your arms go all crazy, and make sure you're covered everything except your head. Wear one, you know what would be the best? Wear a big dog cone and just put honey all over your face and just attract bees and go brrrr. They also warned Casey and her family to stay out of the backyard. He says the bees will continue to swarm for hours. Casey says losing her 3 dogs was like losing a part of her family. Yeah, that sounds fucking terrible. I'm just so sad. I don't think I've actually processed what happened. Skateboy says dog owners can really be irresponsible and then blame it on others. One time this guy hit a dog on a downhill mountain biking trail that clearly says do not enter at the bottom, and his girl decided to hike up it with her dog off the leash. I don't know why I laughed. Okay, I do know why I laughed. I laughed because, okay, it's horrible that when a dog gets hit by a car, but I feel like when a dog gets hit by a bike, you can find some comedy in there. A little bit of comic relief when a dog gets hit by a bike, or anyone gets hit by a bike. For example, a person. When a person gets hit by a bike, I feel like it makes me want to laugh. Every time a bike hits something, I think it's funny. Silva says her husband is okay, just heartbroken and angry with the neighbor. You're angry with the neighbor. For bees? Okay, here's the thing. You guys knew you had bees in the backyard. You could have fucking done something about it. The neighbors, they could have too, but they don't have dogs. And maybe they speak bee better than you. So I feel like I don't know who to blame right here. Also, you should keep your fucking eyes on your dogs. Next article. Las Vegas man sentenced in violent armed carjackings. The reason I clicked this is because I saw this picture. This looks like, I don't even know what this looks like. Oh, man. Somebody need to tell Tex to get his shit under control. I don't know what's going on with this guy. So if you're listening on iTunes, it's a guy, black guy with a neck tattoo. Looks like a really big head and dreads, but his dreads are put into pigtails so that it sort of looks like if I took a really dirty mop and put it on my head and also got neck tattoos, and also if I was black, I would look like this guy, I feel like. We got the same nose, I feel like. Maybe that's what's going on. What's going on with this guy? Somebody, Waka Flocka, dangerous says, look like Waka Flocka. Cowsley says pigtails. I don't know. Oh, a Las Vegas felon was sentenced on Wednesday to 18 years in prison for a series of violent armed carjackings. Uriah Crane, 29, pleaded guilty to multiple counts, including carjacking, resulting in serious bodily injury. Why did I say harm? Actually, I didn't say harm. I said arm. Because it's fucking suns out, guns out, bitches. In June 2017, the co-defendant, Nicole Nowak, lured the victim into her home. Later that night, oh, I'm losing it, guys. I'm becoming Gabriella. Police said I'm not Gabriella! This one says Crane. This one says Cryan. Crane? Is it Crane or is it Cryan? God damn it, who wrote this? Christian De Silva. I almost fucking blamed myself for this fucking awful article, but you know what? It wasn't me. I knew we'd find a fucking spell check issue here. Crane. Uriah Crane? Or is it Uriah Cryan? And another man attacked the victim and stole their money and Ford F-150 truck. Okay, it's not saying what's really going on here, but I'll tell you what's going on. This guy's a pimp, probably. He had a chick lure some guy in to bang. Maybe they did bang. Maybe they didn't. Guy probably couldn't afford the price that they were saying. The bitch sent the text message. This guy came, shot him, killed him. Who knows? Robbed him, took his truck. Also, not a lot of black dudes driving F-150s. That's the truth, goddammit. A few days later, police said Crane shot a victim. Wait, how many victims are there? Is this a different victim? What? Nicole Nowak lured the victim into her home. Later that night, police said Crane and another man attacked the victim and stole their money and Ford F-150 truck. A few days later, police said Crane shot a victim, a different victim, in the leg, and then he and Nowak stole the victim's Lincoln Navigator. That's what I'm saying. See, That's the kind of car this guy needs to be driving. You can't have this guy in an F-150. It's a big red flag. You're getting pulled over. You don't look like you belong in an F-150. You belong in a Navigator. That's the way to do it. And then he probably got caught because he, probably because he shot fucking several people. Crane had a previous felony conviction from 2008 in Utah and a previous charge in Nevada from 2012. He was sentenced in March. Oh, the chick was sentenced in March. 7 years. This case was brought as part of Project. Learn how to spell, you fucking idiot. Project Safe Neighborhoods, a nationwide commitment by the Department of Justice to reduce gun and gang crime in America by networking local programs that target gun and gun crime. And, oh my God. How long is this fucking sentence? Here we go, guys. You ready? This case was brought as part of Project Safe Neighborhoods, a nationwide commitment by the Department of Justice to reduce gun and gang crime in America by networking local programs that target gun and gun crime and providing these programs with additional tools necessary to be successful, according to the press release. What the fuck is going on? Okay, this guy carjacked a bunch of guys, now he's in jail. Prison. Good. Bye. See you later. What is this article? To paint and puff. 702. Pot Lounge opens. More could be coming to Las Vegas. Pot Lounge. That does make a lot of sense because we have hookah lounges here, where you just go in there with your nerd-ass fucking friends and you smoke hookah and you stare at each other like some kind of fucking losers. Now they have those for weed. You know what? I bet they have vape lounges. Oh my God, they have to. They have to have vape lounges, for sure. And then there's like open mic night where you just go up and you like blow like little animals and you're like, oh, and they probably play like really annoying trance dubstep. Oh God, please don't let that be the weed place. No, the weed place is probably just gonna be playing like Bob Marley, maybe Sublime. All right, let's read the article. As the city of Las Vegas tries to figure out how to allow for legal public marijuana consumption, some Las Vegans may be surprised to find there is already one pot lounge in the valley. We have the game room, yoga lounge, retail room, snack lounge, Tabitha said, of paint and puff. Okay, this is gonna be some hippie shit. You go in there, you paint some shit, you sniff the paint, you smoke the weed, and you leave. We can fit about 50 to 60 people in here. Tyrone and Tabitha started paint and puff 2 years ago. I want to call it puff and paint. Puff and paint sounds better. Do you paint and then you puff? I would puff. If I was a weed smoker, I would puff and then I would faint. Oh, speaking of smoking weed, in the next month or so, we're going to do some sort of charity donation thing where once we raise $100 or more, I have to smoke weed on stream. And half of that money goes to, I don't know, probably some sort of charity. We'll figure out a good charity. Half of it goes to charity and half of it goes to me because my entire night's going to be ruined because I don't like smoking weed. Also, I'm giving up my ability to fucking get a job because I'll fail a drug test because I will have smoked weed. Probably not that big of a deal, though. If you smoke weed once, you probably can still pass a drug test. I don't know how that shit works. We sell everything here from edibles to vape pens, pipes, CBD joints. It has the only consumption license in all of Nevada. The city worked with us and gave us a vaping license. Oh my God. But there's a catch. Paint and Puff only allows for consumption of CBD products, no THC. That sounds cool. Now, from my understanding, I may be wrong, but I think THC is what makes you high, and CBD is supposedly what makes you heal up. It's good for your joints, good for your body, they say, good for your brain. It's like milk, except you don't have to rip it out of a cow's penis area. What if you did? What if that's where weed came from? Oh man, I fucking sound like a stoner right now. Oh, I think people would still find a way to get their high if you had to go all the way downtown, go downtown on the pig, but throw on the fucking glove and get the fucking pulling that CBD right out from those udders, boy. When you come in and pay for a painting class, we give you a CBD cartridge and a CBD pen. The cartridge is yours to take home. That's actually a really cool idea. I'm not really into weed at all, but I feel like that's a really cool way to do it, to make people want to come and spend money, especially if you're like a tourist and you're coming from a place that doesn't have legal weed, because here in Nevada, weed is legal. When you come in and pay for, I already said all that. The Thompsons said they hope that'll change soon as the city works to allow THC pot lounges, and when that happens, they're in good shape. If the city gives us the thumbs up, we're ready to go. I wonder how things will change. I recently went into a smoke shop the other day because my chick wanted to buy cigarettes, and I wanted to see what the smoke shop was all about. It wasn't a smoke shop that sells weed. It was a smoke shop that just has like a bunch of vapes and fucking bongs and crack pipes and shit and like jewelry, like those things you put in your ears, big ear gauges and swords. Wait, okay, is the smoke shop the same all over the United States? Because here in Nevada, or no, here in Las Vegas, I've only been to smoke shops in Las Vegas. Let me show you what the smoke shop is. You go in and everything's bright as fuck. There's lights on everything. Everything has LEDs, like strips on fucking everything. Everything's blindingly bright. And you go in there and there's a bunch of knives. There's a bunch of crack pipes. There's a million little small pipes that look like little animals, little pigs and frogs and shit. And then you have a million bongs, big tall bongs and bongs with different little shapes, different bongs that do different shit, I imagine. And then over here, there's fucking swords and knives and fucking like tasers and shit. And then over here, there's a bunch of weird shit that where you can hide weed in, like a fake Pringles can. And they had one, it was like a fake coffee can, and if you shook it up, like it sounded like coffee was in there, so you could look in it and it would have coffee, but it had like a fake bottom. Oh man, are all smoke shops like that? And you're either gonna get one of two people behind the counter, either some Arabian guy who's just there hanging out, maybe he'll have one of those like Arabian things on his head, covers up his hair, or you get the really fucking stoned white guy that doesn't know what the fuck is going on. You go in there, you go, how much is this bong? It's like $30 or something, man. $30, dude, because on the side of it, it says like 58. Oh, no, yeah, that one's gonna be 58. Oh, why'd you say $30? Dude, I don't know, man. Do you want the fucking weed thing or what? What are you doing here? What do you want? What do you need? What do you need? What do you want? What do you want from me? I feel like it definitely doesn't do like the anti-weed people. Like it doesn't. Weed people aren't doing themselves any favors when all they do is constantly fucking. They constantly like every stereotype is always correct, right? Every weed person's always like completely out of their fucking mind. It's like I don't know how much the fuck they get, whatever. Oh man, I'll tell you one thing though. There's a place here in Las Vegas called Wing King where you can go and get the greatest wings, over 100 flavors, and they can put CBD oil in your shit. And the guy, the owner, Brian, he's big into weed and edibles and CBDs and shit. He never is all fucking just twacked out annoying. I guess twacked out's not the word to use. He's never all like asleep on the job. He's always just ready to go, very intelligent, just ready to do anything. No one walks up to him and they're like, hey, like, how much for like 4 pounds of wings? He's never like, I don't know, 4 pounds. What does the menu say? I don't know. Leave me alone. Anyways, Jason is a cannabis consultant and has been working with Paint and Puff. Sturtzman, that's his name. We're just going to call him Jason. Jason was also one of the original owners of Beauty Bar downtown. Oh, that's a great place. My friend Tex killed a guy there. It was also the very first bar in Fremont East. Oh, Beauty Bar. But since he's focused his efforts on cannabis and more recently, Paint and Puff. This is going to be the first social lounge in all of the state of Nevada because, as you can see, they're ready to go. Even though Tabitha and Tyrone have their business running like a well-oiled machine, they still have some surprises for when THC pot lounges get the green light. I can't tell you all my secrets. Well, cool. If you're into smoking weed, that's pretty cool. I clicked this because I just wanted to see what the pot lounge is all about. You want to know what I would do? Oh, I have so many great ideas. Okay, get this. Let me get it going. Water park, pot lounge, alcoholic bar, trampoline foam pit with a room where you can break everything. Everything's made of things. You just go in there and angrily break everything. Also, a room with axe throwing. You're telling me that's not the greatest fucking thing ever? Also, you don't have to walk. Everyone gets everywhere in my imaginary building of fun. Everyone gets from point A to point B on little hoverboards. No one walks. When you come to my place, no walking. You hoverboard your fucking ass around. You go to the axe room. You throw axes across the room into like these targets and shit. You go into the other room. You jump off the trampoline into the foam pit. You go in the other room. You fucking break a bunch of shit with hammers. Pow, pow, throw shit on the wall. You don't even care. You don't even have to clean it up. Because all we do is we sweep it back up, melt it back down, make it into a bunch of pots and shit. Go back and break it. Great fucking place. And you can smoke weed in there and you can get drunk as fuck. But the drunk people are not allowed to talk to the high people. Not allowed. Always separated. You get either a blue wristband or green wristband. Yeah, what a great fucking place. Also, hoverboard with the throwing axe, always a good idea. So yeah, paradise. If anyone wants to invest in my idea, let's do it. It's only going to cost you about $30,000. We can open a spot by fucking mid next year. Hopefully we can get it somewhere maybe between downtown and the Strip. Greatest place ever. I don't know what we would call it yet. Steve's Funhouse. It sounds like it'd be a gay fucking club. Steve's Funhouse. Hey, dude, you want to hand at Steve's Funhouse? No thank you. I don't want to go to Steve's Funhouse. Holy shit. Okay, suspect shot and killed a man over $10 debt in Northeast Las Vegas. First off, when you're dealing with a guy that looks like this, you pay the man his money. That's what I'm saying. What's his name? DeAndre Roan. The Gulp and Blow. Yeah, that's also a place that I don't want to have my name attached to. Here, they have a place called Come and Go, and it's spelled like K-U-M. Come and Go. You know, you get it, like come in and then go. But every time I see that, I can't help my mind from going a little bit weird. Because if you go into that store and you actually come, you're going to go to fucking jail. That's what you're going to fucking do. Las Vegas Metro Police arrested a suspect who allegedly shot and killed a man over a $10 debt. DeAndre Roan faces an open murder charge in the death of 55-year-old man. Let the fucking money go, dude. Big fucking deal. The coroner says Gomez died from a gunshot wound to his chest. According to a police report, officers responded to multiple reports of a shooting in front of La Choza, #1 Mexican restaurant. Okay, one thing I know about authentic Mexican restaurants, a lot of fights, okay? I used to go to one called Pepe's, and almost every time I went there, there was always a fight, and one person in the fight always had a cowboy hat. So that's when I realized, early in life, don't ever fuck with Mexican people who are wearing cowboy hats, because they're either going to kill you, or they're probably really badass at fighting. Investigators found .645 caliber cartridge cases and blood near the victim's body. So they shot him 6 times? Damn, boy. The restaurant and 2 nearby vehicles were damaged by gunshots. So the guy probably missed. He missed 5 times, killed the guy with 1 shot. A couple who were across the street purchasing food at Roberto's Tacos. See, now this is where you want to go, Roberto's. Roberto's, I don't know about La Choza. I don't know. I've never heard of that place. But Roberto's is the place to go in Las Vegas if you want like some cheap Mexican food. I think they have those all over the West Coast. Not Roberto's, but taco chains where it'll be like, there's like 50 Roberto's here in Las Vegas. And they all have the same shit. $2 for a bean and cheese burrito. So if you're drunk, you go in there, you eat that, you're super sobered up. There's even some here that are connected to bars. So you can walk, like you're in the bar right now, you walk through this other room, you go through a door, suddenly you're in a taco shop. Greatest fucking invention ever. You know what? I'm going to go back to Steve's Funhouse. We also need a taco shop in there. Somebody write this down. Anyways, the couple told police they were related to Gomez. Wait a minute. Why was Gomez at this taco shop and they were at Roberto's? I'm telling you what. Roberto's is separating Hispanic families because of their premier meat selection. They also have free jalapenos and free carrots that they soak in, I don't know, lime juice or whatever, and it's free. La Choza probably doesn't have that, and it's separating families. Roberto's is the place to go. They were in the shopping center where the restaurant is located 10 minutes before the shooting. The couple said a man known to them by the street name of Dre approached him. Gomez and Dre started arguing over a $10 debt. Dre left the scene, and when they crossed the street to Roberto's Tacos, where they heard gunshots fired 10 minutes later. In California, we got Alberto's. Yeah, dude, same shit. Alberto's. Probably the same shit as Roberto's, or maybe not. Could just be a similar idea. Do they have $2 bean and cheese burritos? It's the real fucking question. The day of the shooting, the clerk told police Gomez entered the store and asked him if he had seen Dre before because he needed to collect a $10 debt. The clerk gave the numbers. A few minutes later, they stopped by the same store. Okay, everybody knows each other. Everyone's snitching on each other, and this guy got killed over $10. First off, pay your debts. Number two, if somebody named Dre is fucking looking for you at the store, and they know where you hang out, especially if they know you go to Roberto's all the time because of their superior products, don't go to Roberto's, pay your debts. Don't fuck with that guy, because he's going to kill you. Person stop was initiated. He was taken into custody, although he was later released because the detectives who were assigned to the case had worked in excess of 29 hours and were not able to report to the station. So they let this guy go, and then they got him back later. Holy shit. A couple who was related to Gomez later positively identified Dre in a photo lineup. He was then arrested for murder. Let's take another look at this guy. $10 well spent. Probably not. If you owe $10, you get killed over it. I wonder what the $10 was for. Crack. What can you get $10 worth of? How much weed can $10 buy a normal person? A lot or little? Never bought weed, so I don't understand. But crack, though, I'm actually very confident in my crack buying abilities. Just kidding. Actually, we talked about crack last episode of Stop Crying Poser, and it became demonetized. So now we're fucking up, because we're gonna get de-fucking monetized again. Because we're looking at some crack. Talking about crack. Oh, man shot and killed after answering door at West Las Vegas home. Just want to find out the cross streets here. Desert Inn and El Capitan. That's not the... Okay, that's far west. Okay. I don't really need to read this. I just want to let you guys know. I always have guns on me all the time. We talk about guns all the time. Have a gun right here all the time. And this is why. Because sometimes all you have to do is open your door and you'll get shot. Not cool. Everyone should have guns. This is why everyone should have guns. You can't take guns away from everybody because there will still be people randomly shooting people when they open the door. Those are my thoughts on guns. Next. This was a good one because this one is in my neighborhood. If you guys ever want to fucking catch me slipping, come to this neighborhood. It's the most dangerous neighborhood in Las Vegas. Here's what happened. Wait, it's blocking me from reading this shit? It won't let me read the article. Review Journal, are you fucking kidding me? Okay, well, I'll just tell you guys what happened. Owner arrested for firing shots at auto thief in Las Vegas. This is on Lake Mead & Jones. This is at a place called Dottie's. Dottie's is basically a really small casino where you get free drinks and really cheap cigarettes. You can also buy bottled liquor there. So it's basically the greatest place ever. The only downfall is it's filled with tweakers. Because they have slot machines that only cost like 1 cent. You can go in there with $1 and you can play fucking 1 cent slot machines. And they give you free drinks and it's just nothing but weird fucking just fidgety tweakers in there. I don't go in these places ever. But they're very popular. There's over 100 Dottie's here in Las Vegas. And usually a bar in Las Vegas can only have about 15 slot machines. Dottie's can have like 30 or 40 or 50. So, it's a pretty cool place. Pretty cool place if you smoke cigarettes. Pretty cool place if you want cheap gaming. Pretty cool place. I hear they have good player rewards. And a pretty good place if you want to find someone to buy meth off of. But, here's what happened. This one's in my neighborhood. This actually used to be called Charlie's Bar. It used to be a normal place where old people could go and play pool. Now it's a place where tweakers go and fucking shoot each other. So what happened is this guy went into Dottie's and he noticed his car was being stolen. Because as you guys can see from this photo, there's windows on Dottie's. It's not like a casino where there's no windows. It has windows. He noticed his car's being stolen. Excuse me. He runs out, and as his car is driving away, he dumps 18 shots, maybe more, into his own car. Now, Lake Mead & Jones is a pretty populated area. There's always people walking around. There's always tweakers everywhere, and there's always traffic. It's right next to Burger King. It's right next to an apartment complex. Across the street from this Dottie's, I could throw a tennis ball from this Dottie's to where Flat Bar Friday is filmed. In fact, all the time, Flat Bar Friday. One day we were skating Flat Bar Friday and someone got killed at Walgreens. Another time, like 2 people got killed on Torrey Pines. See, what a great area we live in right here. Doug's been there. He's hung out. Anyways, so this guy empties his clip into his own car. That is very illegal. very illegal to do that, because generally if you're going to shoot at someone or something, you would hope to already know what's behind that thing. One of the number one rules of guns is always point the gun in a safe direction, right? A safe direction, even if you're shooting a bad guy, it's not a safe direction if there's a crowded street behind you. So this guy had a really rough day. He got his car stolen and then went to jail for fucking shooting his own car. And when he gets out of jail, and maybe his car gets found, his car is going to be filled with bullet holes, and he's going to lose his gun privileges. What a fucking idiot. That's all I got for the news today. And the news actually took a really long time to do. Wow. Hope you guys enjoyed that news. Hey, yeah, news and nudes. We only have a few minutes here, so we're going to go ahead and try to get through the rest of these topics. Cory Kennedy. I'll probably do a my thoughts on this. A lot of people are asking me about it, and I'm not sure what to think. If you didn't know, Cory Kennedy killed. I was going to say killed a filmer. Cory Kennedy killed a popular skate filmer named P. Stone in a DUI accident. Cory Kennedy got drunk, got behind the wheel of a car. P. Stone was in the passenger seat. I never met either of these guys, but a lot of my friends knew both of these guys. And it's a very sad story because Cory Kennedy killed one of his best friends on accident. I think he was sentenced to, what was it, like 4 or 8 years in prison? Something like that. I don't have all the facts right here. But my thoughts are this. It's terrible. OG Mickey says it's a great talent wasted. Doug Desotell said he did give his home to P. Stone's family. Yeah, and Doja One Shot says it's a lot like the Ali Boulala story. Kind of. Here's the thing. A lot of people feel bad, and a lot of people think that he should not be in prison, and I'm not going to comment on that one way or the other. But it should not be a surprise to anyone that even when P. Stone's wife says, I don't think you should be in prison, even when all the letters that went to the judge said, don't put this guy in prison, make him an example of someone who can change around. I get it. But at the end of the day, you fucking murdered somebody because you made a bad decision. And I don't mean to say that without any type of, sadness. It's a very sad situation, what happened. But no one should be surprised about the way this went. And obviously you can see what the judge is trying to do. Judge is trying to make an example out of this situation where even if you kill your best friend, and everyone has sympathy for you, even if you kill your best friend, everyone has sympathy for you, and you vow to change your life, even with all those things, even if you have such a huge fan base that could maybe learn something from this with you not being in prison, even with all of those possible things, at the end of the day, you still killed a person because you drank and drove. And when you do something fucked up, there's consequences. I will tell you right now, there's been times in my life when I've driven drunk. I think a lot of people have, a lot of my friends have, and have a handful of friends that do it just about every weekend. And it's a terrible thing, and they take that risk. And one day, if they crash or if they get into some sort of trouble, they're going to have to deal with the consequences. And you make a decision like that, consequences happen. So I guess that's one of those things. It's weird how 45 of the defendant's family members told the judge not to put him in jail, and the judge still locked him up. That's what I'm saying, EJ. Everything has a consequence. 450 says, refuse to press charges. You don't press charges. It's not like a person who's been killed chooses if they can or can't press charges. It's usually going to be the state. It's shitty all around. Yeah, it's a really sad story. So hopefully, I don't want to end this episode on a somber note. But also, Mac Miller died. So he died of drug overdose. Kids, people, adults, everyone, boys and girls, we should try every once in a while to look at ourselves and be better. We should all try to be slightly better people than we were before. And maybe the sad stories of today can influence us to make better decisions tomorrow. If you have a problem with drugs or alcohol, if you have a problem with depression, if you have a problem thinking that maybe you want to drive, talk to somebody, get help, make good decisions, and just try to do the best you can to be a better person tomorrow than you were today. I hope that's a little bit inspiring for you guys, because hopefully tonight I can put that 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 advice to good use. I don't expect you guys to be proud of me or whatever, but last week I got way too drunk and I had to take an Uber home. Only cost me $9. $9 is all it cost me to not make a very irrational decision. I don't need an applause, but I do have a donation link below. So yeah, let's all try to learn from these other guys' mistakes. You know, we see all these stories, and at this point, we really don't have any excuse not to learn from other people's mistakes and from our own experiences. So, what else do I got for you guys? We did trivia, we did everything. That's gonna be it. I'm gonna continue doing the post show after I get done with my whole spiel for today's podcast, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in a comment what you guys think of the podcast. On a scale of 0 to 10, I'd say today we did about an 8. We did a little bit too much news, but hey, that's what happens. Let me know your thoughts on bee attacks. Let me know your thoughts on this guy carjacking. I don't fucking care. What are your thoughts on my greatest idea ever? The place where you can smoke weed, you can drink, you travel on hoverboards, you trampoline onto the foam pit, you can throw axes, and you can break pottery. Let me know your thoughts on that, and let me know if anyone wants to invest a ton of money. Let me know your thoughts on guns. We talked a little bit about guns. Every one of these news articles almost was about guns. Get guns. Everyone should get guns, but don't be like these people. Like I said, be a better person than fucking this guy, DeAndre Roan, Dre. Also, if somebody owes you $10, try not to kill him. Give him an extra day. Give him one extra day. What else did we talk about? Cory Kennedy. Let me know your guys' thoughts on Cory Kennedy. I know we kind of blasted through that last topic, but we are just about out of time. So, as always, I appreciate you guys for hanging out. Let's check out donations. Did we get any? We got 5 cents from Justice Fontana, and we got 2 cents from Skateboy. I appreciate the donations, guys. You know what? $1 wouldn't be $1 if it wasn't composed and comprised of cents. So I appreciate the small donations. Maybe next time we'll get it higher. Also, VL Scoot is developing a video game called Super Ninja World. More information in the future. VL Scoot just donated 105 cents, which is exactly $1. I appreciate you guys for being here. Follow my social media. Instagram is @BlackNinjaLV. The LV stands for Las Vegas, where I was born and raised. Also, follow my YouTube channel and check it every single day because YouTube will never, ever notify you guys of my new uploads. It's called Ninja Lifestyle. It's called youtube.com/Ninja Lifestyle. What else do I have? I have Twitter, where it's mostly me just tweeting about me taking a poop. And lately, my poops have been all liquid. So if you guys like reading about liquid poops, follow me on Twitter. It's also @BlackNinjaLV. I appreciate you guys for hanging out. Tell a friend about the podcast. There's only one way we can grow, and that is with your guys' cooperation. And I really appreciate you guys being here. Very much. Oh, goddammit. One last minute donation from Doja. He donated $10. He said, donate or fight me. What, me or you? Oh, you guys are going to be fighting Doja, goddammit. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. If you're watching this on iTunes, make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave a review. Say that Steve is the most handsome, entertaining man we've ever seen. And hope you guys appreciate what I'm doing here. Have a great Friday if you're watching live. If you're watching on YouTube, have a great work week. And I will see you guys in the fucking future. Kuna Matata, bitches. Let's play that goddamn intro. That man borrow a vape. He owed me $10. Didn't pay up, so I sent my bees on his ass. Bzz, bzz, bzz.